And good afternoon. It's high school basketball as today the Lenoir City Panthers are at home for the last time this week. And it'll be the Panthers against the Coalfield Lady Jackets. So they played a few months ago in December, and Coalfield had a big win over Lenoir City. That final score, matter of fact, was 63-29. The Lady Panthers have improved, and we'll see how much they've improved as this game gets underway in just a few minutes. It's homecoming tonight. There'll be a ceremony coming up in between games. A homecoming king tonight will be crowned here at Lenoir City High School. So a lot of fun. Looking for a good crowd. And again, it's the last home game of the week as the Panthers will be on the road at Oliver Springs on Thursday. The makeup game with Austin East on Friday. So a busy week. They hope to get things going right tonight, early on. So it's the Panthers, the Lady Panthers, and the Lady Jackets. Will have more from Lenoir City High School after this timeout. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. All set to go for tonight's first game. The girls' game coming up between Coalfield and Lenoir City, as the starters will be announced for the Coalfield Lady Jackets. And on the floor will come Candice Jackson, a junior. She'll be followed by Gabby Lowe, a senior. Also coming out for the Lady Jackets will be Isabel Arms, a senior, followed by Jaylee Bunch, a senior.
And number 30, Alexis Flores.
and Alexis Morrison, the junior. Head coach is Ronnie Wilson. Joni Arms and Melody Keys are the assistant coaches. For the Lady Panthers of Lenoir City, head coach Brad Cochran, Mike Evers, and Lindsey Brewster are the coaches. As coming out will be Kaylee Clabo, who's been playing extremely well for the last little bit for the Lady Panthers. Devin Williams, the freshman, who's getting better and better each game. Kelsey Led, a 5'7" senior, along with the junior and the freshman. Perry Moore coming out, a 5'8" junior. And Natalie Johnson, the 5'5" junior, the steadying force on this ball club, the point guard, and has been playing extremely well, plays really good defense and moves the ball for the team and gets the offense going. The Lady Panthers with an overall record now of 8-12, 2-5 in the district, as they've been playing well as of late. This is a good test because, as we mentioned, they were beaten quite badly earlier in the season. Lenoir City in white and the Lady Jackets in black. About the same colors and just kind of alternated tonight. Tip controlled by the Coalfield. To the right side will be low. To the right corner, ball comes and away for the basket. A whistle and a foul as one of the Coalfield girls knocked over the Lady Panther, and the foul called on Alexis Morrison, her first personal foul, and the team's first. So a quick offensive foul, and it'll be Lenoir City across the timeline as they move it to the front court. And it comes to finally Johnson to the left corner into the wing left side. Driving is Let. We'll kick it back outside to Clabo to the right corner. Here's Moore's shot. Rim's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Panthers. They control on the left side. Here's Williams to the foul line. To the right side, driving is Let. To the wing left and right. He goes into the lane. Shot in the air off the glass. Going to be no good for Moore. Pulled down by the Lady Jackets of Coalfield. Quickly in front court they come. It's Arms to the left side. Almost stolen away. Saved finally by Jackson. Underneath, shot up and good. Getting inside. Alexis Morrison has her first 2 points. She's strong inside. About a minute gone, 2-0. Coalfield with the early lead. It'll be the Lady Panthers in backcourt. Cross court to the right side. Going to be stolen away by Coalfield. Not a good pass as driving down the left side will be Morrison. Goes in the paint, and as she drives, whistle and a foul. Or it just went out of bounds. Ball out of bounds, so it'll be Lenoir City basketball. As Morrison, not normally the ball handler, and kind of lost control as she got into the paint. It'll be the Panthers with a basketball. They made them about 3/4 in the backcourt. Right side it comes to Williams. Williams cross court to the left side. Johnson back out to the foul line. That'll be Let as they're driving the lane shot. No good by Clabo. Rebound loose, and it'll be Let with a basketball for the Lady Panthers. Here's a long shot by Johnson off the glass. No good. Loose on the floor. Pulled away by Arms of Coalfield. So the Lady Jackets quickly in front court to the foul line. Driving is Jackson. Shot's going to be no good, and then bounces up and good. And it was Jelly Bunch who got the rebound on that shot, and it's 4-0. Coalfield with the lead. To the right side will be Clabo to the right corner. Here's a long three. Shot's going to ram and bounce back good for Devin Williams. A deadly three-point shooter, the freshman, really improving as this season is progressing. It's 4-3, 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Lenoir City in front court the Coalfield to the front court. Driving, whistle, and a foul called as driving in the lane was Jackson. And as we mentioned, these teams, the colors are just about the same when they reverse white and black, and they're just almost the same colors. Well, they probably are the same color. Orange and black and white. At the foul line will be the Lady Jackets. Free throw's going to be no good, as that last foul was called on Perry Moore, her first. And she will leave. And into the ball game for Lenoir City will come Hafner. Taylor Hafner, a 5'8" freshman. Here's the free throw in the air, and the shot is going to be good this time. First point for Candice Jackson. It's 5-3. Coalfield with the lead. Again, about a three-quarter press. Up before it comes in front court to Let. Double team. Trapped. Gives to the left side. This will be Williams to the baseline. Can't get free. Back out. And now the cross court to the right side. Thrown away. So the pressure kind of speeding Lenoir City up, and they turn it over. And that's what they're trying to do. Not necessarily steal the ball, but just force the Lady Panthers out of their offense and get them in kind of disarray. And it's worked. In front court, walking the ball across the timeline, arms to the right side. On the dribble is Lowe in the lane, giving it go up and good. Getting inside, they get it to Alexis Morrison again. She is tall, strong, and hard to defend. It's 7-3. Long pass comes right side. Williams out to Claybo. Claybo top the circle as she's guarded very closely. Here's Claybo will fire a three. Shot rims and will not go down. Rebound pulled away by Lenoir City. Shot in the air, no good by Lett. Rebound will be saved by Lenoir City, so they're on the glass to Claybo to the right side. Williams, she'll fire a three. Shot is around the rim, and this time it will not go down. Knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Lenoir City. So on the turnover, it'll be Coalfield with the basketball. Length of the floor to go. Coalfield with the lead, 7-3. Early in this ball game. Good crowd coming in, and as we mentioned, it's homecoming, so we expect a really good crowd as we progress the next little bit. Driving in the lane, here's a turnaround, and it's going to be Arms who kicks it back outside instead of shooting, and did the right thing because Lowe kicks in a three. And it's 10-3, Lenoir City. Trailing has the basketball down in the front court, ball knocked away. It'll be saved to the right side. To the corner, here's going to be Williams. She fakes, drives the baseline, kicks it to the outside. On the wing driving is Hafner. And she spins up. Shot's going to be short. Rebound pulled away by Morrison. Morrison, long lead pass, comes out the right side to Lowe. Up, and the shot is good. She was fouled. So Gabby Lowe has 5 and was fouled. And the foul called against the Lady Panthers. Carly Stanifer, her first personal foul. It's 12-3 the score. Now the +1 on the way for Lowe, the senior. Good ball club. Coalfield. Here's the shot. No good. Rebound up and good inside. And again, that's Morrison. They've got to keep her off the glass. It's going to be a long night. And now Coach Cocker wants timeout. 3:55 to go in the first quarter. Timeout. It's Coalfield girls 14, Lenoir City 3. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. .355 to go in the first quarter. 14-3 the score. And Coalfield dominating, especially on the glass. Playing good defense. And they press about 3/4 up the floor. Claybo over to Hafner. And they've got Lenoir City just kind of out of rhythm right now. In the ball game is Kilgore. Over to the right side, Claybo to the foul line. Kicks to the left corner. Here's a three in the air. And the shot's going to be no good by Stanifer. Rebound taken down by Kilgore. Back to the right corner is Williams. Out to the top of the circle. That is Kilgore. Double team. Kicks it back outside. Williams makes a move on the wing. Drives the lane. Nice stutter step shot. No good. As she goes up, whistle and a foul. So Lenoir City doing a pretty good job on the offensive boards. As the foul was called on Candice Jackson. Her first personal foul. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. First free throw bounces around and drops in good. Started to say it was going to be no good, and then it fell back through. So she gets her first point. 14-4 the score. Second shot is good. So Stanifer has 2. 14-5. Coalfield with the basketball, the lead, and they will walk it across the timeline. 3:15 on the clock in the first quarter. To the left side, wing left, trying to break free is Morrison out of the ball game. That is Bunch to the right side. On the wing to the Low. Goes up. Little runner. Around the rim, no good. Rebound up, no good. Battle for it. Pulled away by Bunch. Kicks it back outside. Long three is good by Isabel Arms. So they go to the glass and lead this ball game 17-5. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. And he comes to the right side. To the baseline driving. Williams up. And the shot's going to be around the rim. No good. One shot. Rebound by Morrison. So it's got a one and done right now. Here's Lowe to the right side. pressured. Pulls up, lost the dribble, now saves it back to the right side. In low it comes, up and in. So they go to the low post time and time again. 8 points already for Morrison. 19-5, Lenoir City trailing. They don't have an answer for Morrison right now. Driving the lane, up, and the shot's going to be no good for Kilgore. Pulled away by Coalfield. Again, one and done. Long pass comes to the right side to Jackson. Foul line. To the left side is Low. Back out to the top of the circle. Trying to work free is Arms. Arms to the right. On the wing right, moving over is Jackson to get the pass. Gets a little screen. Shot's going to be no good. Goes out of bounds off of Lenoir City. Lady Panthers will get it under, well, it'll be the Lady Jackets getting the basketball. So they'll get it under their own basket. 19-5 the score. A minute 48 to go in the first quarter. Lenoir City having a problem defending the Lady Jackets. Strong inside. It comes to the left corner. This will be Low. Low spins, reverses to the baseline, goes up, partially blocked, and then goes off the side of the backboard out of bounds. It'll be Coalfield basketball. So it was off of Coalfield, but then it was off of Lenoir City, went off the side of the backboard. It comes to the foul line, back out to the top of the circle. Working to get free is Arms. Dribbles to the right, goes to the baseline right side. Little runners up and good as it rolls in. Jackson has 3 and is 21-5. Coalfield with the lead. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Stone away in the backcourt. Here's Glow. Double teamed and should be pressured. Finally gets it out to Jackson. Jackson in the lane, lays it underneath. Shot up and in. Good. So they play defense, and West gets her first 2 points. It's 23-5 the score. Lenoir City has the ball in the front court, lost it, stolen away by Coalfield. Down the other way they go. Driving is Jackson all the way under. Shot rims no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And then a whistle and a foul called on Lenoir City. As the foul on Perry Moore is her second already here in the first quarter. 48 seconds to go in the first. It's 23-5. Coalfield just on fire, playing good defense. Foul shot is good. McKenna West has 3. Coalfield, very impressive, and West is a freshman. So they got some young players that are going to be really, really good. 24-5 the score. Coalfield with the lead. Free throw is bouncing around and drops in good. So West has 4 since she came into the ball game. It's 25-5 with 45 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. In front court, he comes to the right side. This will be Helen Harper down the ball game to the right corner. Shot's going to be in out. No good for Stanifer. Pulled away by Coalfield. On the run across the timeline. Back out to the top of the circle is Jackson. To the left side on the wing left is Arms. In the lane, ball loose, and Stanifer is tied up as Stanifer had a hand on it, and then she was tied up by McKenna West. It'll be Coalfield basketball on the alternating possession. Coalfield will break as they fight into the lane. Shots going up, but a foul call. So breaking free in the lane was Bunch, and then she was hacked. And the foul called on Kelsey Lett. That is her first personal foul. 25-5 the score. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Free throw is no good. 8 points for Morrison, leading the way right now for the Lady Jackets here in the first quarter. Free throw is good this time. Shot is good by Bunch, so she has 3. 26-5 the score. Coalfield. Here's Johnson, foul line. To the right side it comes to Harper. Back out to the top of the circle. This will be Lett. Ball knocked away. Will be saved by Harper. And then she's tied up. This possession should be going to Lenoir City. 5 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Big quarter. 26 points in the first quarter for Coalfield. Love those on defense, but mainly they're getting the ball inside. As Johnson will fire it over to the right side. Long shot's going to be no good for Harper as the buzzer sounds ending the first quarter. Timeout after 1 quarter tonight from Lenoir City High School. It is Coalfield girls 26, Lenoir City 5. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. After one quarter, 26-5 the score for Lenoir City, 3 for Williams, 2 for Stanford. That's it for Coalfield, 8 for Morrison, 3 for Bunch, 3 for Arms, 5 for Lowe, 3 for Jackson, 4 points for West. As they are getting a lot of easy buckets, and really it's Morrison who's rebounding and getting some easy shots inside to the right baseline. It's going to be Bunch, has the ball knocked away, stolen away by Johnson. They have a 3-on-1. Here's Johnson going up, and she's fouled as she drives. So nice move by Natalie Johnson to get inside, and as she was driving the paint, she picks up the foul. Isabel Arms picks up the personal foul. Lenoir City basketball on the common foul. And it comes to Harper from the foul line. Shot in the area is going to be no good. Rebound saved by Johnson. Kicks it back outside Williams. She'll fire a 3. Shot no good. And most of the shots by Lenoir City are outside. As it's going to be Morrison driving the lane. They try to take the ball away and finally do. As Natalie Johnson came behind to just kind of sneak it away. It comes to the front court. This will be Williams to the foul line to the right side. Harper's shot is going to be no good. Rebound pulled away by the Lady Jackets. So the other way they'll go. Running down the floor this time, Jackson in the lane has the ball knocked away, and then a foul is going to be called. Nice hustle inside by the Lady Panthers' Caitlyn Kilgore. And she was fouled. That's personal foul number 2 on Alexis Morrison, so she will sit down for a little bit. Clayball back into the ball game for Harper. Lenoir City facing full court pressure now. They are all the way down the floor, throwing up floor, and it comes to Moore. Bounce pass to Clayball, back to Moore. Has the ball knocked away. Good defense by Coalfield, and steps on the baseline. So the Lady Panthers will get it back. Maybe one pass too many as the Lady Jackets got back in a hurry. As it comes to the right side, here's a high-arching shot. It's going to be no good by Clayball. Rebound pulled away, and a foul called as they were battling underneath. Foul, I think, on Lenoir City. Foul called on Moore, so Moore hasn't played much and got several fouls real quick. 26-5 the score. Some nights you just get a lot of fouls for whatever reason. It comes in backcourt, and this will be Arms with the basketball on the dribble. Double team to the right side. Bounce pass to the left of the lane. Shot up and in. So they pass the ball well. About 3 passes, and it's Jaylee Bunch who has her 5th point. It's 28-5. Lenoir City with the basketball trailing. It's Williams. The long pass comes into her, and she goes up and good. Williams getting the layup after a long lead pass. And it's 28-7. Lenoir City trailing back on defense as they pressure the ball near the timeline. In front court, it comes to the left side. Ball's going to be knocked away. Good defense by Lenoir City. Loose on the floor. Saved by Coalfield. Up and no good by Jackson. Fighting for the basketball. Whistle and a foul, I think, on Lenoir City. I think. It was called no on Jackson as they were battling, so they called it on Jackson and not on Hafner, who was battling with the basketball. So Hafner will inbounds for Lenoir City. Length of the floor to go. Hafner, one of 2 freshmen on the floor for the Lady Panthers. As it comes in backcourt to Devin Williams, the other freshman. She's double teamed in backcourt, and then ball knocked out of bounds. But before the out of bounds, a foul, reach around foul called on Arms. So Coalfield getting into a little foul trouble. They lead it 28-7, 6:10 to go here in the first half. In backcourt it comes to Johnson. Natalie will dribble as she's got it very close. And now they'll trap the basketball when she goes through the center circle to the right side. And the ball knocked away. Saved by Claybo over in the left corner. Back out to Johnson. Clears it to the right side. Williams baseline. Needs help. Around comes Kilgore. And his long shot's going to be around the rim. No good by Claybo. Rebound up by Johnson. Up and good by Natalie. So Natalie Johnson gets the rebound. And it's 28-9. Lenoir City trailing. Here's Quickly in the front court. Here's a shot up and shot good. They just got down the floor in a hurry, and the bucket by Addison Arms, her first two.
Addison Arms, the bucket.
And she's a freshman for Coalfield. They've got some good young players, too. Across the timeline will be Lett. Up and shot is good, as driving was Taylor Hafner. She gets first 2 points in the scorebook for her, and it's 30-11. Lenoir City trailing, 5:05 to go in the first half. To the right side, driving Coalfield. Again, the quick pass, shot in the air, good. So quickly, Addison Arms has 2 points, and again, they find the open player. Good passing ball club. Here's Natalie Johnson, kind of hacked, could have been a foul call, wasn't. Here will be Johnson, foul line, kicks it to the right side, throws it away. Again, they speed you up, and if you do not make the good passes, then it's going out of bounds. That's what's happening. 4:42 to go here in the first half, 32-11. Coalfield with the lead. Really sound fundamental basketball team. He comes in the backcourt to Carroll. That's Cassie Carroll down the ball game, and she is fouled, or foul as it comes over to Lowe. And the foul on the Lady Panthers. And the foul call on Kelsey Lett, her second personal foul. So Lenoir City getting into some foul trouble. And it'll be Carroll to inbounds. It comes to the right side. Over to Lowe. Lowe spinning to the right wing. Now kicks it back outside and over to get the basketball. Making a move to the right side. And reversing is Jackson. Guarded very closely by Stanifer. Here's Jackson. Driving off the glass. Shot's going to be no good. Rebound up. And the shot's going to be hanging no good. And finally, Lenoir City has the basketball. And as she pulls out with it, Kelsey Lett was fouled. Addison Arms, her first personal foul. And Lenoir City on the 1-and-1. So it'll be Kelsey Lett, the 5'7" senior, going to the foul line. 4:09 to go here in the first half of the girls' game, 32-11. Very impressive performance by Coalfield. Free throw is good. So Lett has her first point. The Coalfield girls can play with a lot of the teams around these parts. Free throw is bouncing off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled away by Bunch. Here's Bunch across the timeline to the right side. Driving is Low. Pressured as she's guarded very closely by Stanifer. Gives it behind her to Jackson. Jackson turns around, works to the right side, back into the right corner. Long three. It's going to be no good by Lowe. Pulled away by Lenoir City, as is Devin Williams with the basketball. Over to Kaylee Claybo, the 5'7" junior. Claybo reverses to the top of the circle. Will pull up, won't shoot to Johnson, left corner. Shot is going to be no good. Rebound, good position there was Lett. Keeps it back outside to Claybo. A three. It's going to be around the rim, would not go down. Johnson takes it away. Back out to the top of the circle. Here will be Claybo. Claybo, foul line. Now backs out. Tries to set the offense. It comes to the left corner. Shot in the air, and the shot's going to be around the rim. No good for Stanifer. Rebound no good by the Lady Panthers. Lett. And they control the rebound once again, but not getting good shots. Here's Claybo to the foul line. To the baseline, it comes to Johnson as they whip it around to the top of the circle. Back to Claybo. Left corner. Trying to get free is Stanifer. To Claybo, right wing, a three in the air. Good this time. So Haley Claybo, they finally moved the ball around. Good ball movement that time. 2:54 to go here the first half. Here's timeout. It's Coalfield girls 32, Lenoir City 15. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. 2:54 on the clock here in the first half. It's 32-15. The Coalfield girls very sound fundamentally. They shoot well, pass well, rebound well, play good defense. That kind of sums it up. That's a pretty good basketball team. As in backcourt, it'll be the Lady Jackets across the timeline. To the right wing, it comes to Lowe. As somebody breaks down low under the basket, up, and shot's going to be no good. Cassie Carroll broke through the lane, could not connect. Lenoir City the other way. Pulling up will be Hafter, top of the circle, fires a three. It's going to be short. They chase down the rebound. It's going to be saved by Hafter, loose on the floor, and then a whistle and a foul call. As the girls were battling, and I think the foul called on the Lady Jackets. That will send Taylor Hafter, the 5'8" freshman, to the foul line for Lenoir City. So Hafter has 2 points in the ball game. Free throw is going to be good. Taylor Hafter, as the Panthers have some young girls, but you know Coalfield has some young girls that are playing a lot too. So it's back to a 16-point game, 32-16. Free throw is up and no good. Good position. Rebound pulled down by Addison Arms, the freshman for Coalfield. Quickly in front court is Jackson. Jackson to the left side. Out to the top of the circle. On the dribble is Lowe to the right wing. Comes to Jackson to the right side. Up, and shot's going to be no good. Rebound pulled away by Lenoir City's Moore. Moore throws it away as she tried to hit Claybo and overthrew her. Out of bounds, so back the other way. It'll be Coalfield, the Lady Jackets with the basketball. Dressed in black tonight with their orange trim. Lady Panthers in white with their black and orange trim. Same colors. It comes in front court. This will be Jackson. Jackson guarded very closely by Hafter. To the right side, to the right corner it comes, to the baseline. Shot in the air. Shot's going to be no good by Lowe. They battle for the rebound. Whistle and a foul called against Lenoir City. Lady Panthers getting a lot of fouls. And the foul called on Lett. Kelsey Lett has her third foul. So Lett has three and Perry Moore has three for the Lady Panthers. Foul shot's going to be good. It's 33-16. Coalfield with the lead. 1:54 on the clock here in the first half. Second shot is in the air. And the shot's going to be good again. So 2 from the line for Jaylee Bunch. And she has 7 points. 34-16 the score. 1:54 to go first half. Here's a 1-2-2 full court press being applied by the Lady Jackets. Then it comes to Natalie Johnson. They try to trap her, get her near the corner. She needs to stay off that side, and it's going to be thrown away. Saved nicely by Moore. Moore under pressure, needs help. Back to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. Lady Panthers are getting better at moving the ball, but it's tough. Very good defense. It comes to Harper, saves it. Harper in the lane. Layup, shots up and good. It stood back over her head, and it went in for Carly Stanifer. She has 4. Nice shot. Shot of the game so far. 34-18 with 1:20 to go here in the first half. To the left side of the wing is Carroll. Goes baseline, double team. Ball knocked away. Good defense by Natalie Johnson. Playing really good defense for the Lady Panthers. And they need it. 1:15 to go here in the first half. 34-18 the score. It'll be Coalfield to the left side. Driving the lane. Shot's going to be in the air. No good for Jackson. As she had a kind of a clear path, and it just would not go down. Saved by the Lady Panthers. In front court is Hafter to the foul line. Back out to Harper on the drive. Picks it up. A little runner shot is good by Helen Harper. Nice assist from Hafter, and it'll be Lady Panthers take the lead 34-20 with 48 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a little skip pass to the left side. It's going to be knocked away. Saved by Lenoir City. Stole away by Moore. Here's Moore to the front court. Moore lays it down low to the left corner. Shot in the air, and the shot is bouncing around. No good. Rebound. Moore goes up. Shot good. So Perry Moore connects on the shot that was missed by Stanifer, and quickly Coalfield wants timeout. The lead cut to 12. 29 seconds on the clock in the first half. It's Lenoir City trailing. It's Coalfield 34, the Lady Panthers 22. This is Panther basketball. 29 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 34-22 as Lenoir City making a fight of it. After one quarter, it was 26-5, so they've made up some points. It'll be Coalfield, the Lady Jackets with the basketball. Late in the first half, long pass comes in the backcourt. Pulling up is Lowe. Pressure by Hafner. Gives it over to Arms, and now the reverse back to the right side to Lowe. Ball thrown inside. Trying to get it into Morrison out of bounds off of Lenoir City. Down to 17 seconds to go in the first half. Good defensive set that time for the Lady Panthers. It comes to the right side. On the wing right is Lowe driving. Lowe in the lane. Down low, and the ball's up, and the shot is good. So it was knocked around by Morrison, and she still was able to connect on the shot as the ball was hit several times by the Lady Panthers. Quickly knocked away by Coalfield, down to 0.7 of a second on the clock. It's 36-22. Lady Panthers will have to get it in and shoot immediately, or quicker than immediately maybe. He comes in Hafner as here comes in the air, and the shot's going to be off the glass, no good. That was a long 0.7 of a second, matter of fact. So there's timeout after one half. The Lady Panthers trailing. A really good basketball team tonight from Coalfield. It's Coalfield leading 36-22 at the half. This is Panther basketball on the legendary WLIL. It's halftime. Lenoir City girls trailing Coalfield, as Coalfield hot in the first quarter in particular. Lenoir City came back and cut the lead, but they still have quite a deficit. 36-22 the score at the half. The scoring for Coalfield in this ball game, 10 points for Alexis Morrison. They had trouble stopping her. Big, strong player inside. Jetty Bunch had 7, 4 for Addison Arms, 5 for Gabby Lowe, 4 points for McKenna West, 3 points for Candice Jackson. So their total 36 here in the first half. The Lady Panthers, a lot of people scoring. 5 points for Devin Williams, 4 points for Carly Stanifer, and then 3 for Kaylee Claybo, 3 for Taylor Hafner, 2 points for Perry Moore, 2 points for Helen Harper, 2 points for Natalie Johnson, and a point for Kelsey Lett it is. So Devin Williams with a 3 and a field goal has 5, leading the way right now for the Lady Panthers. After the end of the first quarter, it was 26-5. So the Lady Panthers dug a big hole, and they did fight back, played some good defense, and started connecting on a few shots. And it's 36-22 the score here at halftime. We do mention once again, it's homecoming here tonight, the winter homecoming, and they're going to have a crowning of the homecoming king coming up in between games. So they'll have a lot of fun, recognize the fall sports. That'll be happening between games, so we expect a good crowd as more and more people are coming out tonight, and it should be a fun crowd as the evening progresses. Halftime of the girls' game, 36-22. Lenoir City is trailing Coalfield, and we'll have more from Lenoir City High School after this timeout. This is Panther basketball on the legendary WLIL. At the half, tonight's ball game, 36-22, Lenoir City trailing Coalfield. Lenoir City will have 2 more games this week. The girls will be playing at 6 on Thursday night as we travel to Oliver Springs. They make up the game with Austin East on Friday night. That game's been postponed a couple of times. And then next week they'll play Knox Central on Tuesday night. And Loudon will be the final game of the regular season, as that'll be at Loudon next Friday night. So after tonight, only 4 more games and 1 more home game. They'll be on the road twice this week, Thursday and Friday. At home on Tuesday and on the road next Friday. And then the district tournament will be getting underway, scheduled for somewhere around the 14th or so. 36-22 the score at halftime. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with the second half after this timeout. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. Lady Panthers trailing 36-22, and it'll be Lenoir City basketball as we start the second half. Lady Panthers were down after one quarter, 26-5. Now it's 36-22 as they made a pretty good run in the second quarter. We'll see how it goes here in the third. Here's Natalie Johnson as she needs help. It comes to Claybo. Claybo in the lane, back to the right side. A 3 in the air is going to be good. Off the glass for Devin Williams. She has 8, and that's a good way to start. Cuts the lead to 36-25. Second half just underway. Three-quarter press for the Lady Panthers, kind of opening up in a 1-2-2, switching as it comes to the right side in front court to Morrison. To the left side, a little runners off the glass, no good. Rebound saved by Coalfield. And working with the basketball is Lowe as she rebounded, got her own shot, and then kicked the basketball. It's going to be Lenoir City basketball. So the Lady Panthers have a chance to cut the deficit, get under 10, as at one point in time they were down by 21. Lenoir City will walk the ball across the timeline. It'll be Natalie Johnson. Fast-paced first half. The main difference is that the Lady Jackets were able to get the ball inside. Here's the ball to the right baseline to Moore. It went through her hands out of bounds. Turns it over. It'll be Coalfield. The Lady Jackets with the basketball. Into Arms. Isabel Arms, a senior. Pressured by Hafner. A whistle and a foul called on Lenoir City on Hafner. And on Hafner, her first personal foul. It'll be Lenoir City back on defense as it comes to the top of the circle to Lowe. Low foul line, lays it down low, up, and shot's good, and a foul. Get the ball inside to Morrison. That's how they started. Back to that again. And Perry Moore has picked up her 4th personal foul. So quickly back into the ball game will come for Lenoir City, Carly Stanifer. As Moore's done a good job when she's been in the ball game, but a lot of fouls. Free throw's going to be no good. Rebound pulled away by Stanifer. It'll be Claybo across the timeline. Claybo to the right of the lane. Down moves to the foul line. Will stay on the dribble over to Stanifer. They whip it around to the left side. Natalie Johnson on the wing left side. As she will back out and just checking the Lady Jackets staying in their man-to-man. To the right side is Claybo. Claybo looks inside. Now we'll put the ball on the floor as she moves to the foul line. Little runner in the lane. It's going to be short. Rebound saved by Natalie Johnson. Good hustle there. Over to Stanford. Back to Johnson. Top of the circle. Moore stays in the ball game. Goes up. Shot's going to be no good. Rebound will be saved by the Lady Jackets. Long pass in the lane. Goes up. Shot's going to be good. As getting down to the floor in a hurry was Candice Jackson. She has 5. 40-25 the score. 5:48 to go here in the third quarter. Lenoir City basketball. It comes to the left corner. Driving will be Williams in the lane to the right side. Stanifer's shot's going to be around the rim, no good. As she tried to hit the 3. Pulled down by Morrison. In front court, the Lady Jackets. Out it comes to the top of the circle. On the dribble is Arms. Arms with the basketball. To the foul line, to the baseline driving. Shot's going to be no good, but a foul as driving was low, and she was fouled. Foul on Devin Williams. And on Devin Williams, her first personal foul. 5:19 to go here in the third. Foul shot is good. So Lowe has 6 as now the players come in. And Williams will go out and Moore goes out. And the Lady Panthers bring in Helen Harper and Lett back into the ball game. It'll be Claybo into Johnson, so Natalie will face the press as they get set to trap the basketball. Going to have to hurry. Here's Claybo. A little bit deliberate this time now. It comes finally in front court to Johnson. To the left side, Harper. Feeds it down low. Spinning is the ball out to Stanford. Shot's going to be no good by Claybo. Pulled away by the Lady Jackets. Rebound. And the basketball to Arms. Comes to the right side on the wing right to Jackson. Jackson to the corner. Down low. Up. And shot's going to be no good this time for Morrison. Then up and good. So Morrison gets her own rebound. Has 14. When she goes up, nobody can control her. He comes to the left side baseline. Will be Natalie Johnson. Johnson out to Lett. Lett under double team pressure. Whistle and call for a double dribble. 4:29 on the clock, third quarter, 44-25. Coalfield with the lead. And into the ball game will come Caitlyn Kilgore as Coach Brad Cochran still tries to find an answer for Morrison. She's taller, stronger than any player that Lenoir City has. And when she posts up down low, you have a real problem. Almost anytime she gets the ball in the paint, she's there for the score. It comes to the right side to Bunch. Bunch with the basketball. Driving shots in the air. Shot is good as it came into Jackson. And Jackson was fouled. As Jackson gets a 2+1. And the foul on the Lady Panthers. They called it on Caitlyn Kilgore. So the foul is on Kilgore. The shot is good. So Jackson has 8 points. Down in the front court, Kilgore shot no good. Rebound taken away by the Coalfield to the left side of front court. It comes to Lowe to the foul line. Underneath, up and in. Just automatic. Gets it inside to Morrison. Just no answer for her. 49-25. She's really the difference in the ball game. It comes to the right side. Stolen away by Coalfield. Back in the lane is Bunch to the left side. Here's a shot inside the three-point line. Good. A 2 for Jackson. And time called. Jackson now has 10. Time called. 3:38 to go. Third quarter. It's Coalfield 51, Lenoir City 25. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. .338 to go in the third quarter, and Coalfield has gone back to getting the ball inside to Morrison, and she has 6 quick points here in the third quarter, total now of 16, and just hard to handle. The North City basketball, Claybo dribbles across the timeline. Claybo with 3 points so far in this ball game. She'll set at the top of the circle. The three-point shot rims no good. Rebound will be loose, saved by Kilgore. To the right side is Williams back in the ball game. Off the glass, shot's going to be no good. Rebound will be knocked away and will be saved by Natalie Johnson. Out to Hafner. Hafner in the lane, goes up as she drives. Ball's going to be knocked away. Hit by Lenoir City, now saved by Coalfield. So they go the other way, down to 3:05 to go here in the third. 51 27-25. Coalfield has regained their big lead now. To the left side, it comes on the wing left to Lowe. And ball's thrown away by Kilgore, then throws it away. Taken away by Lowe, back the other way. Across the timeline to the top of the circle. Looks left side, sits up wing left side. Trying to get free is Carroll to the corner. Pressured nicely there by Williams. Now fires it inside, ball loose. And as it came inside for West, it was knocked out of bounds. And it'll be off of Lenoir City. 2:34 to go here in the third. It's 51-25 the score. And it'll be Cassie Carroll to work it inbound. Carroll, high lob, comes to the left of the lane. That is Bunch, goes up, shot no good, but a foul call. As the ball came inside, Bunch to West, and West in the air, and it's fouled. And the foul called on Devin Williams, her second. She's tall, so height advantage for Coalfield, and they are finding ways to use it. Getting the ball inside, free throw is good. West is a freshman. She's going to be a good player. She has 5. It's 52-25 the score. In the air, the second shot is going to be off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled away by the Lady Panthers as it's Kilgore with the basketball. Quickly to Johnson in front court. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter to Williams. Drives the baseline. Has the ball knocked away and then lost it off her leg out of bounds. Turns it over, and it'll be Coalfield once again as they've increased their lead. It was 26-5 at the first quarter. Halftime, 36-22, and now it's 52-25. Coalfield has led the entire game. To the right side of front court, he comes to Lowe, pulls up. Shot from right of the lane, no good. Off the arm of one of the Lady Panthers, out of bounds. It'll be Coalfield basketball. Baseline under their own basket. As it comes into the left corner, that is Lowe in the lane. Little runner's going to be off the front of the glass, no good by Lowe. Rebound will be saved by the Lady Jackets. And then a foul in the backcourt as Kilgore came down with the basketball and was grabbed from behind. So it'll be Lady Panthers with the basketball. Side backcourt. 1:57 to go. Third quarter, 52-25. North City will walk it across the timeline. Last time the Lady Panthers had timeout, the coaches were talking, trying to find a way to get the ball inside and to keep Coalfield out of the paint, too. Here's a long shot, no good by Natalie Johnson. Rebound pulled down by Carroll. Carroll across the timeline for the Lady Jackets. Feeds it inside to Lowe, back out to Carroll. Long three, it's going to be up and good. As Carroll hit Lowe, and she has now 9 points in the ball game. A 20-point game. Well, that's 30 in it. 55-25 the score. With 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. So they extend their lead once again. 1:10 to go. Here's Natalie Johnson, foul line. At the top of the circle, long three, bounces around, no good for Hafner. Goes out of bounds and then tied up. I think it'll be the possession arrow pointing the way of Coalfield. As the Lady Panthers bring in new players in this ball game. 1:02 to go here in the third. As they'll have to hurry, here's the ball underneath to Johnson, and she'll kick it back outside. Here's a long three, up and good. Mackenzie Wilhite has a three, and the Lady Panthers are back on the scoreboard, 55-28. Down the floor, going up, and a foul called as West going into the air, had the ball knocked away, but somebody got her arm underneath, fell on the Lady Panthers, Caitlyn Kilgore. That is her second personal foul. 55-28. Free throw in the air, and the shot is good. So West has 2 foul shots in this third quarter, a total of 6 points now. Gets a second shot in the air. The push shot is good, so she has a total now of 7. It's 57-28. The North City with the basketball trailing. Coalfield to the foul line. He comes left side on the wing left is Hafner as she drives. A whistle and a foul on Coalfield. called on Arms. That's her third personal foul. 38 seconds on the clock. We're in the third quarter. Homecoming tonight, the winter homecoming. They'll have the crowning of the homecoming king coming up here in just a little bit. They have a lot of fun of that. Here will be the ball to the right side. He comes to Helen Harper. Harper to the top of the circle. Kilgore around the perimeter to Hafner. Hafner with a basketball spinning. Right of the lane, can't get free. Back to the foul line. Harper. Harper to Johnson. Good defense. Staying that man-to-man right now. Coalfield, good defensive team. They're just a good, solid team, as we've been saying. Under 10 seconds to go here, the third quarter. Natalie Johnson to the top of the circle. We'll move to the foul line. Needs to shoot if somebody does. Here's Harper's shot. It's going to be around the rim, bounce around. No good as the horn sounds, ending the third quarter. Oh, they catch the bucket as it went in. So somebody got the rebound on the far side and didn't see who it was. I think it might have been Kilgore. Anyway, there's timeout. 57-30 the score. After three quarters, it's Coalfield leading Lenoir City. This is Panther basketball on the legendary WLIL. (57-30). Coalfield with a big lead as we start the final quarter for Coalfield. 16 for Morrison, 10 for Jackson leading the way, 9 points for West, and then 3 for Arms, 4 for Arms, also the younger Arms, and then 7 for Bunch. As the ball comes inside to Morrison, lost it, now saves it, back out to the top of the circle for Lenoir City. 8 points for Devin Williams leading the way. Ball stolen away, then restolen by Morrison in the lane. The shot off the glass is going to be no good. Rebound pulled away by Lenoir City by Claybo. Claybo 3 with Devin Williams with 8, 4 for Staniford, 3 for Hafner, 3 for Wilhite, a point for Lett, 3 for Kilgore, 2 for Moore, 2 for Harper, 2 points for Natalie Johnson. Corner shot for the left side is going to be no good for Kilgore. Pulled away by Coalfield with the lead tonight from Lenoir City High School. Ball comes to the right side. On the wing right is Hallie Wilson now the ball game, another freshman. They whip it around to the left side, back in the lane, lays it off to the left side, trying to get the ball inside to Bunch, out of her reach and out of bounds. 6:57 to go in the game. It's 57-30 here, the girls' game. We'll have the boys' game coming up shortly here on WLIL. It'll be Claybo top the circle. Claybo to the foul line. Looks left. Fires it back to the top of the circle to Harper. Coalfield staying in their man-to-man defense. As Harper backs up near the center circle, they kind of give her some space there. And it comes to Kilgore. She'll fire a three. Shot's going to be around the rim. Won't go down. Rebound Wilhite. Boots on the floor. Then call for traveling. Turns it over. 6:28 to go in the basketball game. Girls game. Boys coming up. 57-30. So they played Coalfield twice, and Coalfield has been hard to stop for the Lady Panthers. Good crowd coming in, and as I mentioned, it'll be Lenoir City with the basketball. And then no, it's going to be Coalfield driving right side. Shot's good, and a charge call. So they'll wave it off. They wave it off as it was Morrison driving and just kind of knocked everybody down. And it'll give the ball back to the Lady Panthers. 57-30, 6:19 to go in the game. Here will be Claybo through the center circle. Claybo drives to the right side, hands it over to Lett. Shot for the right side is good. by Caitlyn Kilgore. She has 5. And it's 57-32 with 6 minutes to go. Pass to the right side. Morrison goes baseline and steps on the end line. So it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be Lenoir City basketball. They kind of forced her inside. She just turns and powers her way inside. Good basketball player. Lenoir City back across the timeline. Here will be Kilgore, top of the circle. Kilgore reverses to the left side on the corner. Comes to Harper, double team. Back to Kilgore. Pulls up a little runner for the right side. No good. Rebound will be knocked away as a battle. A foul called inside. And the foul on Lenoir City. On Kelsey Left. That is her 4th personal foul. 5:38 to go in the game. Coalfield with the lead. 57-32. And the foul will send Coalfield to the free throw line on the 1-and-1. At the line will be Jaylee Bunch, a senior. Free throw in the air, and the shot is good. So Bunch has 8. As the student cheering section, you might hear them a little bit as they just brought in pizza for the kids here. Chris Britton, the athletic director, passing out the pizza, so he's popular right now. Here's the shot, no good. Rebound up, and no good as it was Morrison getting the rebound, and will be fouled going to the foul line. Foul on Hadley Presnell. That is her first personal foul. Here's the free throw in the air, and the shot is good for Morrison. She's a junior, so this is going to be a good team. Not only this year, but next year, because they've got some really good freshmen coming up. And they've got Morrison to get the ball inside, too. Free throw is good. Kind of the old style. They get the ball inside. And she now will leave the game with 18 points. A 60-32 lead for the Lady Jackets of Coalfield. And it'll come, and this will be Kilgore across the timeline for the Lady Panthers. 60-32 the score. Here's Kilgore, pulls up. The shot from the foul line won't go. Rebound up and good inside. So Wilhite gets the rebound and has 5 points now. 60-34. Lenoir City trailing. Here's a high lob in the lane and goes over the head of McKenna West out of bounds. Lenoir City will get the basketball. 5:12 to go. Natalie Johnson back into the ball game as Harper will leave. Ball comes in to Natalie. As Coach Brad Cochran has been running players in and out throughout this ball game, trying to find an answer and has not been able to find one, especially for Morrison. Here's Kilgore, top of the circle. Pulls up at the foul line. Free throw shot is good from the free throw line, and that is now 7 for Kilgore. 60-36, 4:45 to go. Stolen away and then restolen by Coalfield. Across the timeline is Cassie Carroll. Carroll features to the right side, tries to get the ball in line. They force it, and it's going to be stolen away, then knocked away by Coalfield, so nobody wants it. Here's Candice Jackson, foul line, kicks it to the left side. Over to Addison Arms. And finally out to Jackson. She will roll back outside to the center circle. And will fire back to the right side as they set the offense, looking down low as the ball's knocked away. Picked up by the Lady Jackets, up and in by West, getting the ball inside. So she's a strong player inside. So they're going to have a strong post presence for the next couple of years. Here's Kilgore driving for Lenoir City. Underneath Kilgore going up. Shot no good, but she was fouled. Stops the clock. 4:01 to go in the game. 62-36 the score. Foul called on McKinney West, her first personal foul. It'll be Kilgore at the foul line for the Lady Panthers. Free throw in the air, and the shot is good. So Kilgore has 4, and it's 62-37. Re-entering the ball game for Lenoir City is Carly Staniford, the 5'7" junior. In the air, the shot is good. So Kilgore connects on 2 from the line, has 5, 62-38. Full court pressure being applied by Lenoir City. He comes in the backcourt. Knocked away, stolen away by Lenoir City. Here's Wilhite up off the glass. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled away by Coalfield. Had the ball on the rim, would not fall. Jackson over to Carroll. Back to Jackson, right side. In the lane, up, and the shot's going to be short, no good. Again, and good. So a couple of tries, and he goes in for Addison Arms. She has 6. 64-38 with 3:25 to go. Traveling violation on Lenoir City as they get the ball in front court. So that'll turn it over as Williams returns for the Lady Panthers. 3:28 to go in the game. 64-38. In backcourt, it comes finally to Arms. Over to Carroll from the left side. Shot's going to be no good. Rebound going to be up, no good by McKenna West. And then a whistle and a foul as they go up for the shot after the rebound. And the foul on Lenoir City's Devin Williams. And at the foul line will be Arms. That is Arms. Free throw in the air is going to be good. So they shoot the ball well for the foul line. She has 7. As the Lady Jackets have pretty much cleared their bench. So a lot of new players into the ball game. Maybe we'll have all the numbers. You never know. As the second shot will be on the way from Addison Arms in the air. And the shot is good. So Arms, the freshman, has 8. It's 66-38. Clock down to about 3 minutes to go in this game. Here's Natalie Johnson reversing to the foul line. Natalie in the lane goes up off the glass. Shot, rims, and drops in good. That was kind of rimmed out, then came back down good, and she has 4. Time being called. The score with 3 minutes to go, 66-40. Lenoir City is trailing Coalfield. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. Three minutes on the clock here in this ball game. It's 66-40. Coalfield has emptied their bench, and we'll see how it works as the ball comes into the backcourt. On the dribble is Haley Wilson, stolen away by Natalie Johnson. Up, and layup is good. So Natalie has 6 in this ball game. 66-42, 2:46 to go. And it'll be knocked out of bounds, and once again, Coalfield will have the basketball. Length of the floor to go. It's homecoming. The homecoming king will be crowned here in just a little bit. It's Natalie Johnson up as the shot comes in and off the rim, no good. Rebound saved by Coalfield. Back the other way. Across the timeline. Working to the left side. Ball's going to be knocked around. Saved to the left corner by Lowe. Double team. Whistle and a foul on Lenoir City. I think they called it on Stanifer or Natalie Johnson. It's either 3 or 33. Pointed toward Stanifer, and Natalie was right there, so it's called on Natalie Johnson. That's her first personal foul. Free throw is going to be up and good. That is Potter. And we'll get the second shot in the air. Shot rims, no good. Rebound will be lost by Lenoir City. Saved over to Natalie Johnson. Loose on the floor. Knocked away, and it'll be Lenoir City basketball. Long pass in the front court. It comes to the right side. Here's Stanifer. Kicks it back to the right side. Williams a 3. Rims no good. Rebound will be saved by Coalfield. Stolen by Natalie Johnson. Up and no good off the rim. Up and again no good by Kilgore. And pulled away finally by Coalfield under 2 minutes to go in the game. 67-42. Across the timeline, it comes to the left side. Back out to the top of the circle for the Coalfield Lady Jackets on the wing right side to Van Auken down the ball game. To the right side driving. Shot is good. Shot by Carroll. Her first 2 points. It's 69-42. Here's a shot. Driving good by Natalie Johnson. And then she was fouled. So it's a +1. So the Lady Panthers still fighting, trying to improve in some way every game. 3 players come back into the ball game now for Lenoir City. A minute 31 to go in the game here, the girls' game. Boys' game coming up in just a little bit, as it'll be. Lady Panthers, Natalie Johnson completing the 3-point play. So having another good ball game. She has 9. Plays hard, 69-45. Ball in the backcourt. It'll be out of bounds off of Lenoir City. So again, Coalfield will get it. 1:31 to go. They were in the press. Now they back it off. Now they come back as Lenoir City attacking the basketball. It is Carroll in backcourt. Carroll under pressure. Finally will give up the basketball. Double teamed and it's stolen away by Lenoir City. Here's Natalie Johnson up and the layup is going to be no good. Rebound saved by Moore. Moore to the top of the circle. Here's a long 3. It's going to be no good for Presnell. Saved by Wilhite with 1:05 to go in the game. Out to Helen Harper. 69-45 the score. Harper's shot round the rim no good. Will be out of bounds off of Lenoir City. Under a minute to go here in the girls' game as it'll be Lenoir City backing up on defense. 69-45. The Lady Panthers made a run in the second quarter, but then Coalfield came on strong in the third quarter. Back to the right side of front court it comes to Van Auken. Down low. Shut off the glass. Is going to be in out no good. Rebound up and good for the Lady Jackets. Kara Van Auken gets her first 2 points in the ball game. 71-45 with 35 seconds to go. Lenoir City in the front court. Long shot for the left quarter is going to be no good for Presnell. Out of bounds off of the Lady Panthers. It'll be Lenoir City back on defense as the Coalfield Lady Jackets will beat the Lady Panthers for the second time and quite convincingly once again. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor, and it will be out of bounds off of Lenoir City. Down to 22 seconds to go. Coach Brad Cochran wants his team to press, just trying to teach them something every game. 71-45 the score. Ball knocked away, goes out of bounds off of Lenoir City once again. Again, we do remind you there's going to be the homecoming king crowned and also spotlighting some of the fall teams coming up. Here's the ball knocked away. It'll be saved by the Lady Jackets out of bounds off of Chloe Isham in the ball game, a sophomore. Down to 18.9 seconds to go in the ball game. So it'll be Lady Jackets with the basketball as they break. And it comes to the top of the circle to Isham. Isham will hand it over. And this will be Carroll. We're going to Carroll, the freshman. Under 10 to go here in the game. To the left corner. Looks to the foul line. And the ball comes into Carroll. The shot up and good. So a nice feed into Carroll as the ball game ends. So the final score of the girls' game, Coalfield girls 73, Lenoir City 45, and we'll be back to wrap things up after this timeout. This is Panther basketball on the legendary WLIL. Boys' game is coming up. And we are back at Lenoir City High School as they are announcing the homecoming King candidates. And just a couple more people to be announced. Let's check the scoring for Coalfield in this ball game. 9 points for McKenna West, 10 for Candice Jackson, 9 points for Gabby Lowe, 3 for Isabel Arms, 2 for Caravan Ocken, 8 for Addison Arms, 8 for Jelly Bunch, 18 for Alexis Morrison, and she was hard to stop tonight for the Lady Panthers, and 5 points for Brianna Carroll. Our total of 73 for Lenoir City. No one in double figures. 9 for Natalie Johnson, 8 for Devin Williams, 7 for Kaylee Claybo, 4 for Carly Stanifer, 3 points for Taylor Hafner, 5 for Mackenzie Wilhite, a point for Kelly Lepp, 5 for Caitlyn Kilgore, 2 points for Perry Moore, Helen Harper with 2. Their total of 45. 73-45, the final score. We'll be back to wrap it up and let you know who the king is coming up after this timeout. This is Panther basketball on WLIL. And we are back at Lenoir City High School where the king has been crowned for tonight. And as they come on the floor, the largest cheer went for Avery Jamison. And Avery is the king, so he was crowned correctly, I guess, according to the crowd. So it's kind of the homecoming king, the winter homecoming here at Lenoir City High School as we wrap up the girls' game. And the boys' game will be starting here in just a little bit delayed tonight due to the activities. But it's a fun thing they do here, and a good crowd on hand. And they serve pizza to the student section, so they're having a lot of fun. So the ball game tonight pretty much controlled by Coalfield as the girls of Coalfield led it 26-5 after one quarter. It was 36-22 at the half. The Lady Panthers made a run and cut it down to 14, but that was just about it as the Lady Jackies really took off again in the third quarter. After 3 quarters, it was 57-30, and the final score 73-45 tonight in the girls' game. The Lady Panthers now are 8-13 for the season. They'll be playing again on Thursday night, as on Thursday they'll be traveling to Oliver Springs along with the boys, and then Friday night playing Austin East in a couple of games next week, and that will wrap up their regular season. So Coalfield led tonight by Alexis Morrison with 18 points, and also in double figures was Candice Jackson with 10. Lady Panthers were led, no one in double figures tonight, but the leading scorer in the ballgame for the Lady Panthers was Natalie Johnson, who had 9. Final score of the girls' game, 73-45. The boys are on the floor. We'll be back with more about 14 minutes away from the tip-off of the boys' game tonight here. Winter homecoming at Lenoir City High School. More here on the legendary WLIL.